Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to talk to you guys today about using essential oils with your children, with your babies, with your family. This has become a true passion of mine. Some of you know I am a kindergarten teacher, and Jamie is also a primary teacher. So, children are very close to our heart in both our profession and with our passion work with doTERRA. So we hope that by the end of this PowerPoint, this webinar, that you will get a sense of how we use essential oils with our children, how important it is to be proactive with the health of our children, and we hope that you have a feeling that you can take control of the health of your family. You can be in the driver's seat, and you can really feel empowered when you are using essential oils with your children. So we will get started in just a moment, but I'll tell you about this picture on the screen. The first two on the left, Holden and Emmy, those are Jamie's children. And the one on the right is my son, and his name is Colby. So we'll get started in a moment, but I just wanted to mention that most people take on essential oils or start with essential oils for a few reasons. One of them is because they're ready to detoxify their house, to reduce toxins in their house, and to take on more of a natural health, lifestyle. The other reason that a lot of people start is to help with sleep, stress, just balancing emotions. So those are two main areas. But one that's very important as well to me is just knowing that what I'm using with my son and with our children is safe. So keep those in mind when you're listening through the presentation. As always, you can message us with any questions that you have along the way. Okay. So right now you can find essential oils in Best Buy and on the shelves in most stores, which is scary because there's no regulating body that controls how we label our essential oils. This means that any essential oil company can write 100% pure on the label of their oils, even though only 20% is pure essential oil. The rest is pesticides, or it's just fillers, which makes it not as potent, not as useful. And this is the most important part when you're using essential oils. They have to be pure if you're using them on children or around children. So with doTERRA, they are the most transparent company when it comes to showing you what is in their oils. So they are 100% pure plants. The coolest part about doTERRA is they actually go to where the plants are grown in native around the world. So they source their oils from 40 different countries, half of which are developing countries. Instead of creating a farm of their own in these countries to source these plants, they actually partner with the farmers that have been doing this, pretty much their whole life, and their parents' lives and those parents' lives. So it's actually so cool because they partner with them. They provide fair wages and better working conditions and build schools and water systems. And it truly is remarkable. But with that said, the other remarkable part is that because they're getting their oils from where they're grown in native with the proper soil and the proper temperature, and these farmers that know exactly what to do, we can guarantee that what we were giving you is 100% pure, potent essential oil. So doTERRA has a website called Source to You. It's listed there. And what you can do is you can click on that website and put the code that's on the bottom of your oil bottle into that website, and you can actually see all of the information about sourcing and all of the information about testing. Every little bit of testing that was done on that particular oil is going to come up. This type of transparency is terrifying other essential oil companies, because doTERRA has nothing to hide because they are so pure. And that is extremely, extremely important when you're using it on children, because the last thing you want to do is use harmful materials on your kids. Okay? So there are 3 ways to use essential oils. Only 2 for children and babies. Okay, so the first way is aromatically, and so that's using a diffuser, so diffusing it into the air. A lot of you might already have a diffuser, or it's actually just inhaling it from your hands, it's smelling it off your bracelet, it's smelling it straight from the bottle. This is the first go-to method for using essential oils with babies. And one of probably that, well, it's important with children as well to use essential oils aromatically first. So, for example, if your child is coming down with a virus, you could diffuse our protective blend, which is On Guard, which is a bunch of amazing oils that will protect their immune system. You could diffuse that in the air when they come home from school so that they're breathing those essential oils in and their cells and their systems are being positively affected. So using essential oils aromatically is actually the best way to handle emotions, because when we smell essential oils, it immediately impacts our limbic system, which helps regulate our behavior, our emotions, our memories. So this is another really great tool for children because inhaling essential oils can help them with focus, with mood, with behavior, a lot of really important things for our kiddies. So the other way to use essential oils on children would be to use it topically, which means to apply it directly on their skin. Now, because doTERRA essential oils are so pure, for example, 1 drop of peppermint equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you have to be super careful when you're using essential oils on kids, but it is absolutely safe. So some of the things you're going to want to do is you're always going to want to dilute your essential oils with a carrier oil. So a carrier oil would be olive oil, fractionated coconut oil, avocado oil, any type of oil that you have in your home will work. We use fractionated coconut oil to dilute our essential oils because it's clear, it doesn't have a smell, it lasts a long time, it's not sticky. So the reason why we dilute essential oils is, like I said, safety for sure, but also essential oils evaporate on your skin. So if you're wanting to support your child's immune system and you put our protective blend directly on their skin without a carrier oil, it's going to evaporate quickly and it's barely going to penetrate much further than the skin. But by putting a carrier oil on with it, it allows the essential oil to stay on your skin longer, which gives it enough time to penetrate into your cells, into your bloodstream, into your system. Okay, so that is why we dilute essential oils, especially when we're using them on children. And what I'm going to talk about in a few slides is actually that you dilute them differently depending on the age of your child. So the best places to apply oils on children and babies, we will talk about it a little bit further, but basically bottom of the feet is amazing because it has the largest pores in your body. And it's away from kids' faces and ears and hands and all of that. So it's a great place to start. Back of the spine and back of the neck is also a really great place to start too. We do not recommend using essential oils internally with children or babies. Okay, this would only be for adults. So we do not recommend using essential oils internally. Okay, so are essential oils safe for children? Oh gosh, absolutely. We have been using them for 2 years ourselves on our children daily. But beyond that, essential oils have been used for thousands of years. They were the first medicine that people went to. They were the first medicine that people used way before pharmaceuticals came around. People don't realize that. They think that doTERRA essential oils in general is like a fad or something that's just come out, but essential oils have been around longer than we can even imagine. And even in doTERRA in general, doTERRA has been around for 10 years. We have 6 million plus people in the using essential oils with a 75% retention rate, which means there is millions of people using essential oils daily in their homes. And the adverse reaction rate is less than 1%. Less than 1% have ever experienced an adverse reaction. And what it would probably be people who are putting essential oils directly on their skin, or they use too much, or they basically just didn't follow safety protocols. So trust me when I say this, they are absolutely safe for children. Remember, they're pure plants. It's like if you if you had a wild orange, like a real orange, you know, or a real lavender, like that's what these are. So people, you know, get a little worried that there's something more than they're not. They are pure plants, right? Super safe. And what I always say to myself is, what's the alternative? So your child has a stomach flu. You could use essential oil. So you could use like maybe peppermint or our Digestem blend, or you could use Pepto-Bismol. So the alternative to essential oils is pharmaceuticals. And with pharmaceuticals, of course, there's a time and a place for them. Trust me, there is. But they also have different side effects. So, you know, say you use Pepto-Bismol, well, now your child might get constipated really badly, right? So there's side effects of pharmaceuticals, and there's more regulations on uses. With essential oils, there's actually side benefits, not side effects. So when you use them, you actually will notice better and different benefits with using it for, say, a stomach ache. Okay, so yes, they are totally safe for your children. One thing you will find out by looking at this webinar is that we are proving that with our use with our children. Okay, so quickly about safety guidelines. So like I mentioned before, when you get started with us, we will 100% help you figure out the proper doses and dilutions for using essential oils on your children. This is a chart that right now to you is not going to make sense. But long story short, it shows you on the side the ages, okay, and basically how much to dilute for different ages. So for example, if we use one of these roller balls to apply essential oils to our children, which is actually a very safe way to do it. The roller ball is shown in the picture on the left. For a baby, you would only put 1 drop of essential oil, and the rest would be a carrier oil, okay? But say for a 5-year-old, you would put 5 drops of essential oils in there. Now, it's not so particular to the drop. So if you have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, well, you can put, 6 drops in there and use it on both of them. So don't worry about that piece. The reason why we use roller balls is for this exact reason. It's super easy to pre-mix essential oils at a safe dilution for our kids. And it's also great if you want to make, say, a boo-boo blend. Well, in the roller ball, you would put frankincense, lavender and tea tree, and it would be pre-made, ready to go, so that you wouldn't have to take all those bottles with you. Okay, so safety tip number 2 is not to put essential oils in the eyes, in the skin around the eyes, on broken or damaged skin, on your inside your nose or inside your ears. So if you had an earache, you would put it on the outside of your ear, but not directly inside. And when you have a cut, it's important just to let it scab a little bit, and then your oils will work like miracle workers, but not putting it on broken or damaged skin right off the bat. Another safety tip is we have, with citrus oils, okay, so any oil that is a citrus oil or a blend that has citrus in it, it can cause photosensitivity. What that means is that when you go out in the sun and you are wearing a citrus oil, you are more prone to getting a sunburn. People actually use it in their hair for this reason, to lighten up their hair. But when we do that on our skin, we are putting ourselves at a risk of getting a sunburn. Okay, so basically, if you're using a citrus oil, because I apply lemon oil on me often in the summer months for my allergies. I just make sure to put it in a place that is not being exposed directly to the sun. So I'll put it on my spine because I'm wearing a t-shirt. So just be aware of that when you are going out in the sun. Okay, and the last important thing with having children and using essential oils is just make sure you have safe storage for your essential oils. So just like you wouldn't leave all of your medicine out on the dresser, don't leave your essential oils out on the dresser. It seems common sense, but it's just important for us to note that safety and safe storage of your essential oils is super, super important. So just keep them out of reach of your children. Okay, so we're gonna start by talking about how to use essential oils with babies. Okay, so they are absolutely safe to use right away, which is really cool. And you just have to vary how you're using it from the start. So for example, with a baby, maybe you might put 1 drop of lavender on your robe so that that smell is around your newborn and it's very calming, right? You could put essential oils in your diffuser, lavender, cedarwood, just to create a really calming environment for everybody, you know, post-hospital. There are essential oils you could even use on their umbilical cord as it's healing. Zengest for upset tummy is amazing. It really helps with babies who are colic, and that would be one that I would go to first before trying any pharmaceuticals on my young baby. For skin issues, frankincense and lavender is amazing. It makes a great, great lotion for babies. I'm going to talk a little bit more, I think, on the next slide about how exactly I would recommend starting out with essential oils on babies, and just how to progress your essential oil use with them. But it's absolutely safe and really powerful to know that when your baby, you know, is dealing with anything, that you have a natural, safe tool to turn to. It really is awesome. And now we've replaced everything in our home, coming from our soaps to our cleaning products to what I clean my baby's toys with, to hand sanitizers that we make, to diaper rash sprays. Everything that we've made now is essential oils and natural products like cast iron soap or vinegar or baking soda, all natural stuff. So it's crazy because now I could actually drink my cleaning supplies because it's just vinegar, water, and lemon essential oil. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about, well, what would be the point of starting all this when I have a baby if I'm not comfortable using it on a baby right away? But remember, this is a lifestyle change. You know, you really want to make sure that you are using toxic-free stuff around a baby. Fragrance is now considered this, just as bad as secondhand smoke. Fragrance basically puts your body into toxic overload, and conditions like skin eczema and different skin conditions or respiratory conditions, they're all an immune reaction to the overload in your system from toxins. So that's candles, that's scented soaps, that's scented creams, that's cleaning supplies. These are all toxic. And when our body is fighting off toxins, it's so busy doing that that's how disease and sickness creeps itself in while the body is busy fighting the toxins. So if one thing you want to consider when you have a baby is just making small steps to go towards having a cleaner environment for them, then that's definitely something, well, we can certainly help you with, but something that's very important. So there is 2 apps actually, or websites. One's called Think Dirty and the other one is called EWG. And they are, you can actually scan items at the store. You can scan the barcode and it will give you a rating of toxicity of that product. So it's very surprising because I thought I was making the best choice by using Live Clean products for my son when he was first born. I didn't know about all of this, but I thought, you know what, at least I'm not using Johnson & Johnson's. Research that if you haven't heard. And I was using Live Clean. But now that I know and I've used the apps and I've seen all of the ingredients in there, there's actually a lot of very terrible ingredients. So if you're ready to overhaul your house, definitely consider scanning some of your items with this app or looking them up and just start becoming aware of what's in the products that you're using in your home. Okay, so some practical information. So this is my personal tips, and everybody in doTERRA will have a different opinion on comfort zone with children and babies within reason, a reasonable guideline. For me, I think from 0 to 3 months, I would personally diffuse only. So diffuse essential oils around babies that are between 0 and 3 months. With that said, if I had a specific concern, like for example, if my baby was colic, and I had the option to either go on a pharmaceutical, acid reflux medication for my baby, or try out Digestin diluted with carrier oil on their belly, I'm going to turn to essential oils first. So that's my only kind of side note of that is yes, 0 to 3 diffuse only, unless you have an actual specific concern, of which to me, I would rather choose natural clean plants first to see if it works before turning to something more serious. From 3 to 6 months, still diffusing, but you can also use topically more often now. You can make sure that you're using proper dilution, but you can start with the bottom of their feet. It's an amazing way to calm them, to really support their immune system if they have any colds or viruses going on. And my preference would be to use single oils before blends. So for example, single oils are like lemon, tea tree, lavender. They're just themselves in a bottle. But what doTERRA does is they also create blends. So that what they do is they take all of the amazing oils that are great for a certain condition, and they put them all in one bottle. So for example, we have On Guard, and On Guard is our immune support blend, our protective blend, and it's a blend of rosemary and clove and wild orange and these oils that are great to support the immune system. So while of course all of them are safe for babies, to me it's better to start with just single pure oils before moving to ones that have many different combinations in them. So for example, if you want to support your 3 to 6 month old immune system, you can use arbor vitae or tea tree, so many oils that are pure, single in a bottle. So that would be my preference there. And then 6 plus months, you can diffuse, you can dilute and use topically more regularly. So you can put it on their spine, their chest, their nose, their jaw, and you can explore all the blends because really they are easier. If you have a cold, you turn to Brie, they're easier rather than mixing up all the different single oils or using just a single oil. So 6 months and beyond, you have more sort of independence to freely use them. So when you're diffusing as well, I would start low. So start with like a lower amount of drops in your diffuser. So what we usually say is 2 to 3 drops for 100 milliliters of water in your diffuser for everybody. But for kids and babies, you might want to start with just 1 essential oil drop per 100 milliliter of water, and then kind of work your way up. When my son was 7 months, that's when we got into doTERRA essential oils. And I would basically just turn on his diffuser as we were in his room for 30 minutes before we went to bed. So as we were doing our nighttime routine and getting him ready and, reading a story and doing all that, I had the diffuser running there. Sometimes I would leave it on for a little bit longer, leave the room and come back and turn it off. So it was just basically priming the room. And I would always keep the door open a bit and, try different oils out and find the ones that would work for him. So, and then now he's almost 3 years old and I run the diffuser for 4 hours in the night because we've been doing it for a long time and because it really supports his health. My son sleeps well. He also, if he ever does get sick, because he's in daycare with 21 other toddlers in his class, when he does get sick, he beats it very quickly. And I know that it's from support from our essential oils. So another safety tip just quickly is peppermint and eucalyptus are very strong for babies. They are so strong even for us to smell, especially with doTERRA because they're 100% pure. So what ends up happening is babies might end up slowing down their breathing in order to compensate for the very strong smell that peppermint and eucalyptus provide. So we don't want to slow our baby's breathing down. So be very cautious about using peppermint and eucalyptus straight under the age of 2. We do have a blend called Easy Air or Brie that has 2 different names in Canada and the US. That has very small amounts of eucalyptus, very small amounts of peppermint, but also safe oils like lemon and tea tree, okay, and cardamom. That blend is safe to use under the age of 2, but I would just be cautious with pure peppermint on your child's skin. All right, so on to using essential oils with children. So there's my son, Colby. He is making a smoothie, and Jamie's children, Holden and Emmy, and they are choosing their favorite oil and sniffing them before bed. So the coolest part, this is not really part of this slide, but the coolest part is just really, we're now teaching our kids to be proactive about their health. Like, how awesome is that? Our world and our society is based around being reactive. So your child gets sick and you go and you do something about it, or you get a serious disease and you do something about it, right? But essential oils help us to be proactive with our health. And so that's the neatest part, is watching our kids choose the oils that are speaking to them, choosing the oils that they feel their body needs. My almost 3-year-old asks for oils, and it's really a neat process to see. And it makes me proud as a mom to be giving them the tools to support their health this young, and to realize that they have control over their health. So some of the ways you can use essential oils with children: you can add it to smoothies, you can add it to snacks, cookies, breakfast foods. This is for children, okay, not for like younger babies and toddlers. You can make crafts and jewelry, but you can add it to their bath. You can make it part of their life. You can have them help you make their soaps. You can have them help you make things. So lots more options with using essential oils and children. Okay, so for immune support with your children, the go-to oils are listed there on the left. So frankincense and lemon and On Guard and tea tree and oregano and arbor vitae. These are all super safe and gentle oils to be using with your children. So this is called an immune balm. And all of these oils are put into a roller ball, which you can see, and applied on our children when they have something serious going on or they're fighting a virus. And the second picture is On Guard. So On Guard is one that all homes with children should have. On Guard, like I said, is our protective blend, but it actually kills germs in the air when you're diffusing it. It has been highly researched with lots of evidence that show that it's just as good as bleach at killing germs. So now we're using it in our cleaning supplies, our hand sanitizers, and it's completely safe if your child was to lick the counter or whatever happened. So On Guard in a roller ball is something that we apply to our children's feet during cold and flu season, or on their spine before they head out the door to daycare and to school. And it significantly has impacted how healthy our children have been through cold and flu season. So On Guard is one that is on the top of the list for most families. So the other thing we can do with essential oils is we can add them to our children's bath. So when you're adding essential oils to baths, you need to add something to emulsify, so to mix up the essential oil with the water. If you just put essential oils on top of the water, the drops are just going to sit there and they're going to absorb in the skin as a whole drop. What you want to do is add Epsom salts, okay, which will mix up the essential oils into the water, making it safe to put essential oils in the bath. In this picture, we've also added baking soda to our bath, which actually helps to detox. And it's totally safe and gentle for children, and it helps to draw out any toxins or chemicals or, anything that they might be fighting. So awesome one that we have shown in this picture here is Epsom salts, baking soda, and copaiba and juniper berry. So copaiba is an amazing overall essential oil for immune system health and nervous system health, and juniper berry is calming and really great before sleep. Okay, so some more ideas for using essential oils with children. Some of our favorites for sleep are vetiver and serenity, lavender, chamomile, balance, cedarwood. For children, you allow them to be part of this experience. You ask them to choose what essential oils they want in their nighttime diffuser, right? And you give them ownership of that. So you're diffusing it in their room, you're adding some to the bath before bed, or you're also applying them topically if they're going through a transitional period, if they need help with sleep, if they're learning how to sleep through the night, if they're having separation anxiety, then you're wanting to do it two ways, diffusing and applying it topically. If you're not going through any transitional period, your child's a pretty good sleeper, then maybe you're just going to choose to diffuse at night for sleep. Okay, and then those are some great immune support oils. And then on the right are some respiratory support oils. So lemon, tea tree, cardamom, easy air, they're all amazing to support your child's respiratory system. So easy air or breathe is a blend, like I said, of actually those three oils: cardamom, tea tree, lemon, but also eucalyptus and peppermint and a few others. And it is great if your child is congested, if they have asthma, if they have any bronchitis issues with their respiratory system, Diffusing these oils is so fantastic, or almost creating your own rub for their chest or the bottom of their feet using these essential oils. And now you've created a natural Vicks with no chemicals. Okay, so that is the piece, is that we can use these oils to do what the other products that you're using are doing, except now you know you're using safe and natural products on your kids that aren't going to cause any side effects. So for example, what we do is we'll make roller balls, and that's that blue bottle there, and we will perfectly dilute them for our kids, and we will put the oils that are great to support whatever it is we're making the roller bottle for. So that is a cough roller bottle. It has frankincense, lemon, and breathe. Now frankincense is the king of oils. It's so fantastic. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, so it's great for coughs because immediately it opens up the airways, it reduces inflammation, it reduces the mucus. Lemon is also great for congestion, and breathe, like I told you, is our fantastic respiratory support oil. So you make this roller ball and you label it cough, and you've got the 3 oils that are in there, and it's pre-made, it's diluted, it's safe for your child. And now when they have a cough, boom, you roll that on their chest, you roll it on their spine, and you're great to go. So it's so convenient and so easy to use once you get started. And we are here to support you in that part, right? We love doing this. This is our passion. So getting your house set up in an easy, convenient way to use essential oils, that is exactly what we're here for. And that truly is why doTERRA chose to be a network marketing company. So you could walk into an essential oil store and buy essential oils and leave, but nobody's there to support you. With doTERRA, they chose a network marketing model because they wanted their members to be educated, to be supported. That's what they wanted. They chose that model. And that's why we are a network marketing company, so that we are constantly educating our members, and so that nobody is using essential oils blindly, unconfidently with their families. Okay? So some quick ideas for you. Ear support. Basil, lavender, and tea tree or melaleuca are amazing on the outside of the ear. Tea tree is an immune support oil, and anytime you have bacteria, you worry that it's more than viral, so it's bacteria, you could always try these oils. Melaleuca or tea tree is an amazing one to start with ear issues. Bumps and bruises. You can make a boo-boo spray with frankincense, tea tree, and lavender, same. You could use Correctex. There are so many oils that will help. So frankincense is great for anti-inflammatory. So any boo-boos, it's going to heal them very quickly. It also helps to heal damaged cells. So it's one you want to put on any cuts, scrapes, bumps, bruises. Lavender significantly helps reduce redness or irritation or itchiness. It's amazing for bug bites, for burns, for any issues like that. And then tea tree, that's, like I said, it's our bacteria fighter. It's our making sure that the wounds heal the way that they're supposed to. So these 3 together, they're powerhouses, and they are natural, and they're at our fingertips. And then Correctex is actually just an ointment blend of these oils that doTERRA puts together themselves. So PB Assist Junior is their probiotic. My sister's kids absolutely love it. Jamie, my sister, they think it's candy. And probiotics are so important for children. Most of our immune health actually comes from our gut. And so if we're not taking care of that, and we're not giving the good probiotics that we need to our gut, we're susceptible to a lot of illness. So children really should be taking probiotics. So as I mentioned throughout this webinar, from the beginning, we have to be making informed choices for our healthcare. But it's not just one piece. We also have to reduce our toxin load. We have to eat right. We have to exercise. We have to reduce our stress. So something so interesting is the interior of our homes is actually 3 to 5 times more toxic and polluted than the outdoors, which is crazy. So the stuff that our children are breathing in inside our house is more toxic than outside. And this is serious. So this is why we need to clean up our homes for our children. Okay, so here's an example of just a make over your diaper bag. Okay, making your own creams, making your own wipes, using essential oils, having all natural stuff in your diaper bag. So here's a recipe for DIY wipes. It's really important to use like good premium paper towels, but these do work really, really well. And and if you're not ready to make your own DIY wipes, research and find a brand of wipes that is less toxic. So like, for example, 7th generation wipes are really good. Just do your research and just be informed. And I think that's the most important. Like, as moms, we have a good intuition, we have a good gut, and we shouldn't believe what anybody tells us about anything. We should do our research and feel what feels right to us. And I think that's super important. And then align ourselves with the people that can help support us with those decisions or those feelings that feel right to us. So this is baby powder, if you don't know, is one of the most toxic baby products. So it's much better to make your own with cornstarch and arrowroot powder and chamomile and lavender and some oats. It's great for their skin. Okay, so this is, you can pause this and sort of write this down or take a picture of it. Add it to a little folder in your phone for, baby and child essential oil or DIY recipes. Our cleaners now, we actually don't even use commercial cleaners at all anymore. We use a Perrier bottle or a glass bottle. Perrier bottles you can just buy, and then you can get a spray top from the dollar store, and it fits right onto the Perrier bottle. And now we just use water, vinegar, and essential oils in all of our cleaning products, and they do just a beautiful job. And we also, if we need an extra little bit of boost, we'll add baking soda to it. So for my toilet cleaner, I add baking soda to this blend. And now, like, I could drink my essential oils. I mean, my cleaning products. Really, I could. They're that safe. And they're safe for my kids, and they're safe for our health. So we also make our own hand sanitizer. This was so key when people were coming over to visit my son when he was 7 months and when he was a baby. It was really important to have this around. So in a glass spray bottle, again, the reason why we put essential oils in glass and not plastic is that citrus oils can eat away at plastic. So we just want to be cautious of that. That's why we use glass or stainless steel when we're making sprays or blends. So in a glass spray bottle, 10 to 20 drops of essential oil, a little bit of fractionated coconut oil for the same purpose as the Epsom salts, so to emulsify the essential oil in the water, just to mix it around, or you could just shake it. The rest is water, and it makes an amazing hand sanitizer. So you could actually just do a lemon one, you could just do a tea tree one, you could just do an On Guard one, you could do some of all of that, but it's really, really safe to be using on young babies. Sorry, on your hands around young babies. Probably around the age of 2, I started using the On Guard spray actually on my son. So when I pick him up from daycare, I spray his hands with the On Guard spray. And a toy cleaner as well, same thing, essential oils and and water, and you can use it right onto the toys. Okay, so how to get started. So how to get these amazing essential oils in your hands. There are a lot of ways to purchase doTERRA essential oils, but the absolute best one is through what we call a wholesale membership. So it's similar to Costco in the sense that you pay a one-time fee. It's $42. That gives you a year membership where you can log into your own account. You can choose whatever oils you want. They get delivered to you. You can have your credit card in there. There's absolutely no obligation to purchase more than one time, so more than your original order. And then at the year mark, they will notify you, and it's $26 to renew, but they send you a full bottle of peppermint, and it basically equals the same price. So that's kind of how the membership works. You can get it for $42, and then you can a la carte choose which essential oils that you want to start with. But what doTERRA also does is they put together kits for you. So they put together essential oils in kits, and you get a significant price difference. If you bought all of these by themselves, they would be significantly more expensive than when you buy them in the kit. And the coolest part is when you buy essential oils in the kit from doTERRA, they waive the $42 membership fee. So it's included in the price of the kit. So this is called the Family Essentials Kit. And it truly is the most, all of these oils will cover 80% of your family's health needs. 80% of them will be covered by the top 10 oils, the 10 oils that are in this kit. So even through this presentation, lemon, lavender, breathe, on guard, digestion, tea tree, oregano, frankincense, deep blue, and peppermint. So these are ones that you will need for your children. We have tons of resources for you on how to use exactly these 10 essential oils in blends, in diffuser blends, in rollerball blends for your kids. And when you join with us, we actually give you a welcome bag with all of these great resources to get you started so that it's easy, so that you're confident, so that you use these with your family. So we are definitely here to support you. So this is a great choice. The Family Essential Kit is $185. It comes with these 10 oils in 5 ml bottles, which is 85 drops. It still lasts a very long time. And it also comes with a bottle of Slim and Sassy, which is our metabolic blend, and that would be for you. We have another version of this kit, and it's called the Home Essentials Kit, and it is $330, and it comes with the top 10 oils, but in 15 ml size bottles, and those bottles have 250 drops. It also comes with a diffuser, and it is a better price point because you get 3 times the amount of oil, and it's not 3 times the price, but it is a bigger investment to start with, but it is the same top 10 oils. Another really cool way to start out is doTERRA has a touch kit. So they have all of those top 10 oils diluted properly in a safe way that you can actually use them on all ages of children. So they have a proprietary amount of essential oils in there that makes them safe to use on all children. So they're diluted differently, each one, depending on what's safe. And they're amazing and easy to use on your kids. But when you're first starting out, if you started with the Family Essentials Kit, you could actually just make your own roller balls, which is what I did for 2 years. So when you join our team and you start your essential oil journey, you receive a welcome bag from us with a roller ball to start, a usage guide, magazine, samples. You join our Holistically Happy Facebook community, which right now, as of April, has over 660 members of people we're supporting. You get our guidance and our support, and I hope that you can see, like, this is our real life. This is what we use with our families. Our families are healthy. Our kids aren't getting sick, and when they are, they're beating it really quickly. I feel at ease as a mom, at peace, because no matter what happens, I know that I have my essential oils. I have these tools. So if you're ready to begin, we are so happy to get you started. So our Facebook page is called Holistically Happy. The link from it is there, and we'd love for you to join. And if you have any questions, please send them our way. So thanks for watching.